the only man who mourned him, if Scrooge can be said to have mourned at all. And the mention of Marley's funeral brings me back to the point I started from. Scrooge was dead. This must be distinctly understood, or nothing can come of the story I am going to relate. The firm was known as Scrooge and Marley. Sometimes people new to the business called Scrooge, and sometimes Marley, but he always answered to both names. It was all the same to him. It was bitterly cold, and the fog was thick as a whistle on that Christmas Eve of 1943, when Scrooge was sitting in his counting house with his clerk nearby trying to warm himself at a candle. But since he didn't have much imagination, he failed.
Merry Christmas, Uncle. I said a Merry Christmas, Uncle. God save you.
A humbug.
Christmas a humbug, Uncle. You surely don't mean that.
Of course I mean it. Merry Christmas indeed. What reasons have you to be married? You're poor enough.
And what reasons have you to be so dismal? You're rich enough.
Where is Merry Christmas? What's Christmas to you by the time for paying bills without money? A time for finding yourself a year older, not another richer.
Uncle!
Nothing. Keep Christmas in your own way, and let's take it in mine.
Keep it. But you don't keep it.
Let me leave it alone then. A lot of good it has done me.
Well, there are many things from which I have benefited. And even if they didn't share profit, I dare say, Christmas among the rest. But if anything belonging to Christmas can be considered apart from the sacred souls of its name and origin, I'm sure I have always thought of Christmas as a good time, charitable, pleasant, and forgiving time. The only time of year I know of when men and women seem by vain contest open their shoulder pads freely, and think of others as if they were really fellow passengers to the grave. And therefore, Uncle, though it has never put a scrap of silver or gold in my pocket, I believe that it has done to me good, and will do to me good, and I say God bless it.
And as a sound out of you, and they will keep your Christmas by losing your position.
Don't be angry, Uncle. Come and dine with us tomorrow.
I'll see myself in hell first.
But why, Uncle?
Good afternoon.
We've never had a quarrel, you and I, but I came all this way to hear greetings of the season, and I'll keep my Christmas humor to the last. So, a Merry Christmas, Uncle.
Good afternoon.
And a Happy New Year. And a Merry Christmas to you, Bob Cratchit.
Thank you, sir. A Merry Christmas to you.
Scrooge and Marley's, I believe. Have I the pleasure of addressing Mr. Scrooge or Mr. Marley?
Marley is dead. In fact, he died 7 years ago, this very night.
Oh, I'm quite sorry to hear that, but I have no doubt his generosity is very presumptive, like a swine partner.
At this festive year of the year, Mr. Scrooge, it is more than usually desirable, so we should to make some slight provision for the poor and needy.
Are there no prisons? Did they disappear?
Oh, no, sir, there are still plenty of prison.
And the workhouses for the poor? Still in operation, is it?
They are. Still, I should there were not.
Oh well, I was afraid from what you had said that something had stopped them in their usual course. I'm glad to hear it.
A few of us are trying to raise a fund to buy poor some meat and drinks, and some means of worms. We choose this time because it is the time above all others when want is keenly felt and abundant. What shall I put you down for? Oh, you wish to be an anonymous then?
I wish to be left alone. I don't make merry myself at Christmas, and I can't afford to make idle people merry. I'm dead for the institutions I have mentioned, and they cost enough. Those who are badly off might go there.
But many can't go there, and many would rather die.
Well, if they'd rather die, perhaps they should go ahead and do it, and decrease the surplus population. Besides, I wouldn't know anything about it.
Well, you could know it, sir.
It's none of my business. I have too much of my own business to interfere with other people. Mine occupies me constantly, and I'll thank you to limit to it. Good afternoon, gentlemen.
Щебечка прилетіла, ластівочка стала собі щебетати, господаря вийди, господарю молитися, мамочки, ангелочки, народились, будеш плодити, тебе товар весь хороший, будеш плодити, хоч не гроші, то голова в тебе жінка, чорна брова.
Get away from here, you! I didn't ask to be bothered with that noise. You want all that tomorrow, I suppose?
If it's quite convenient, sir.
It's not convenient, and it's not bad, and you don't send me ill-useful and unpaid days' wages for no work.
It's only once a year, sir.
A poor excuse, but I suppose you must have it. Be here over early next morning.
Thank you, sir. I certainly shall.
Father,
Hello, my dear son.
Father, I have been waiting for you.
Let's go by Cornwall and watch the children play. Someday, maybe, and you will be there too, and playing with them.
I think that I getting better every day.
And do you remember what date tomorrow is?
Christmas Day.
Oh, yes. And I will have a whole day to celebrate with my family.
Hooray for Christmas! Oh, Scrooge. He was a tight-fisted hand at the greenstone. He was a squeezing, wrenching, grasping, covetous old sinner to be sure, secret, self-contained, and solitary as a oyster. He carried his own low temperature with him everywhere he went. He iced his office in the dog days and didn't though it wanted him at Christmas. He took his melancholy dinner in the same melancholy tavern, and this night was no different. He wrote all the papers and beguiled the rest of the evening with his banker's book before he took himself home to bed. He lived in chambers which had one belongs to his deceased partner. They were a gloomy suit of rooms. It was old and dreary, for nobody lived in it but Scrooge. The other rooms were being all let out as offices. Upon arriving in his chambers, Scrooge took off his cravat, put on his dressing gown, slippers, and sat down before the fire to take his gruel, for he had a cold in his head. It was a very low fire, indeed, nothing on such a bitter night. He was obliged to sit close to it and brood over it.
Jacob Marley.
I don't believe it.
What evidence of your reality beyond of your senses?
I don't know.
Why do you doubt your senses?
Because the little things I fancy, smell the odor of the stomach, legs and cheeks, might be just a bit of beef, a blot of mustard, a fragment of an underdone potato. There's more of gravy than of gravy about you, whatever you are.
Mercy, dreadful operation! Why do you trouble me? Man of worldly mind, do you believe me or not?
I do, I must, but why have you come to me?
It's required of every man that his spirit should walk abroad his fellow and travel far and wide. And if that witness doesn't go first in life, it's recommended to do so after death. And witness that cannot shed but might have shed and turned to happiness. Hear me, my time is nearly done.
I will check you, but don't be hard on me.
I am here to warn you. you have a chance of escaping my fate. A chance I have agreed for you, Ebenezer.
Oh,
You'll be visited by 3 spirits.
is that the chance that you mentioned?
Without their visits, you can't hope to shine in Becca's reach. Expect the first when the bell tolls 1.
Oh, then I think I'd rather not.
Expect the second at the same hour at the same night. Expect the third when the stroke of 12 has ceased to vibrate. Look to see me no more. And take care that you remember all what has passed between us.
Oh, how
So Scrooge lay in his bed and thought it over and could make nothing of it. The more he thought, the more perplexed he was, and the more he endeavored not to sing, the more he thought. Marley's spirit bothered him exceedingly. Every time he resolved within himself, his mind flew back again and presented him the same problem to be worked all through.
Was it a dream then? A quarter past, half past, a quarter to 8. Ha! And now myself and nothing else. Scrooge! Ah, are you the spirit whose coming I was told about? Oh, and what are you?
I'm the spirit of Christmas past.
Long past?
No, your past.
Perhaps you could turn down that light that accompanies you. What brings you here?
Your welfare, of course.
I can't think of anything more conducive to my welfare than an act of enthusiasm.
Right, and what was me?
Poor boy. My mother died giving birth to my sister. My father grew morose and seemed to grow rich as both our after. I wish that it's too late now.
The sister was a fair creature and of merit, but she had a large heart. The sister died a young woman, but she had a son.
Yes, a son. My nephew. His name is Fred Hollowell.
The nephew of Ebenezer, the only family we have left.
Yes, that's true.
Come along, Ebenezer, it's time to see another Christmas. Do you know this place?
No, this is where I was apprenticed. Look, it's Aunt Fezziwig. Bless his heart, Fezziwig, alive again. And there's Dick Wilkins. We were the best of friends.
It's such small things to make the silly people so much greater.
Small thing.
Is it not? After all, did you do this with? Spend a few pounds on a party. There is such much of this.
Well, Mr. Fezziwig had the power to make us happy or unhappy. He can make our work pleasant or miserable, just in the way he looks at us, and the way he addresses us, until 1,030 little things add up, you know, until the happiness he gives is as great as if it cost a fortune. And
What's it?
nothing.
Something.
Now is just that I would love to be able to say a word or two to my pleasures now. That's all.
Come, Ebenezer, my time is short. Look,
Spirit, show me no more. Why didn't you torture me?
it's one more shadows we must see.
I don't wish to see it. Show me no more.
After this mighty struggle, if it can be called struggle, Scrooge was conscious of being exhausted by an irresistible drowsiness and overcome by irresistible drowsiness to be walked all through.
Come here and know me better, man. I am the spirit of Christmas present. You have never seen the like of me before, yeah?
No, never.
You have never walked forth with my any elder brothers born in these later years.
No, I don't think I have. Have you had many brothers, Spirit?
More than 1,800.
A tremendous family to provide for.
Take hold of my robe, Ebenezer Scrooge.
Where, pray tell, are we going?
You will see. The wonder of our feast indeed. Oh no, what has ever got your precious father Zen and your brother Tiny Tin and Marty? Wasn't this late Lazarus but half an hour?
Here I am, Mother!
Oh Martha, how late you are!
We had a great deal of work to finish at the milliner's last night, and a great deal to clear away this morning.
Well, never mind. Your hop dumps around yourself, dear. Husband will be home at any minute. Hide, Martha, hide!
But where's Martha?
She won't be coming for Christmas, I'm afraid.
What? Not coming for Christmas?
Here I am, Father.
Oh,
Martha, please help me with the goose.
There is such a goose, Father, such as we've never had before. Such a goose, just smells the sage and onion. Mother outdid herself this year. We've got it for a nice price, Father. It wasn't expensive at all.
A Merry Christmas to us, my dears. God bless us.
God bless us, everyone.
I had no idea Cratchit had a crippled son.
I wonder why.
Tell me, Spirit, where would the boy live?
I see a vacant seat at this table and a crutch without an owner. The child will die.
No, it cannot be. Say he will be spared.
But what difference does it make? If he is likely to die, then let him die and decrease the surplus population.
Use my own words against me.
Who are you to decide who shall live and who shall die?
And now, dear ones, a toast. I give to you, Mr. Scrooge.
To Mr. Scrooge.
Mr. Scrooge. I think it's time for a song.
A Christmas Carol.
I don't know. But I'm alive. I'm alive. And you're here. Yoo-hoo! I will honor Christmas in my heart. I will remember the lessons of the past. I will live in the present. I will live here at this time?
I'm sorry, I'm behind my time.
You're behind your time. And therefore, I will double your salary. Yes, Mr. Cratchit, I will double your salary.
It's only once a year, Sil. It shall not be repeated. I was making my reserve marry yesterday with my family.
And therefore, I will double your salary.
Scrooge was better than he thought. He did it all, and infinitely more. And to Tiny Tim, who didn't die, he was the second father.